do you think of the snow and cold weather? Yes.
Yeah, we don't like it either. So.
No. I heard this morning they were supposed to get some more on Friday, and I was just like, nope, we put our limit already. That's plenty. Welcome. Good morning. We're really happy to be with you. My name is Amanda Spencer.
My name is Bill Runyon.
And we're going to talk to you about academic advising. So just to confirm, all of you are undergraduate students, correct? Yeah. Perfect. Right. Yes, awesome. That's everything we're going to talk about. We've got maybe about 5 slides, so it's not very long. So if you can, please pay attention. Take pictures of the slides that we're going to share so that you can refer back to them in the future, especially this. Oh, sorry, I'll start the presentation. I was getting excited. Okay, slideshow from the beginning. There we go. Is it going? Yep. This is, okay, sorry. Academic advising. So we are here as academic advisors to help you pick out your classes, pick out your courses, schedule classes, etc. So we have 5 different advising locations at the university, and they're one for each of the colleges. So as you can see, if you are a business major, you are going to go talk to the academic advising team in Wright Hall. If you are studying engineering and computer science, you want to go to the one that's in Joshi. So it's really, really important that you know the college that your major is in, and then you go to the correct advising office. If you get the wrong one, that's fine. We'll just tell you this is the new location you need to go to, okay? But it's really important to make sure that you get with the right team because they're going to be the experts in the classes that you need to take, all right? So I just wanted to start with this slide because this is really the most important one to get you to the correct team. So if everyone's good with that, we will go on to our next slide. Thumbs up. Okay. Are you good with, do you want to share anything else?
No, I was going to say nursing, if there's any nursing majors in here, it's health education and human services in 140 Millette Hall.
Fantastic. Okay, we're going to go to the next slide.
Okay, so what does advising do? Well, there's the bullet points that cover the big topics that we help you with. We are going to help you select classes each semester. Wright State does what we call multi-term enrollment. So we're helping you get your classes for spring semester right now if you don't have them already. But in March, you're going to be eligible to sign up for fall 25 and spring 26 classes. So you're going to be able, just in a couple months from now, sign up for 2 more semesters worth of courses. And that's what the academic advisors on our teams are here to help with graduation planning. We're going to help you come up with a guide. That's the education planning that's up there, that we want to show you a pathway on what exactly to take each semester to get you to graduation, hopefully in 4 years. That is our goal. If you want to add a minor, sometimes we'll have nursing majors want to add an emergency management minor, for example. We can help you with that. Your academic advisor can help you look at different minors. Registering for classes, we are going to teach you how to do it the first time, and then what we want to do is for you to be able to register on your own when your registration day comes. It's impossible for us to see every student on the day that they're eligible to enroll because every advisor has right around 300 or more students assigned to them. So we want you to have that academic plan to be able to look at that, find your classes in wings, and register on your own. So we will be teaching you how to register for classes so that you don't have to rely solely on us. There's just not enough of us to help everyone every single day. Okay, and then if you've got questions about campus policies and procedures, what office to go to ask a specific question to, academic advising can be very much like an information service. If you don't know who to go to or what question to ask, we can help with that as well. Every advisor on campus is well versed in policy and procedure. And so we may not know the answer, but we can point you in the right direction to the office or individual who can help you.
Super. Okay, next. All right. All of the degree requirements that you will be having on your schedules throughout the next 4 years as you move toward graduation are all required, are all compulsory. So we want to make sure that you know. I know sometimes students will come in, maybe they're a nursing major, and then they expect to really only take nursing classes. But you will still have general education classes. You will still have to take a fine arts course, maybe some different science courses, a history course, etc. So there are some different style classes that would be maybe outside of what you would think for your major that'll still be required. So we want to touch on that. So I'm going to this one. So the core classes. So we wanted to touch on and show you our Wright State core. This is our Wright State core. So all students have to take these classes, whether you are engineering major, a history major, a nursing major, everyone needs 2 years of a writing course. Everyone needs to have at least one math course. Everyone needs at least a fine arts class or a humanities, etc. So we just really wanted to touch on this in case you work with your advisor and you get your schedule and they say you need to take a history course. And then you're like, well, but my major is biology. I'm going to be a scientist. And then this is just explaining why they say that, okay? All of these are websites that are on our campus, or web pages on the university website, but we just wanted to highlight that as a reference. The next piece we want to talk about is your schedule will be made up of either these general education core classes or major classes. There's also a website that lists all of the majors that the university has. So if you want to search different majors, maybe you came in as biology, but now you're thinking, maybe I want to do public health, or maybe I want to do something to be a science teacher instead. You can search on the university website the different majors that we do have, in case maybe you weren't aware of all the ones we had when you applied. And before we wrap up today, Bill's going to talk about the steps to follow if you do decide that you want to change your major from what you were listed as when you came in maybe last week or earlier this week. So that one, and then the next piece, talking about all of the different degree requirements. The university has what we call is a degree audit. All of you will have degree audits assigned to you, okay? You may not know how to access it right now, but by the time classes start next week, you will know how to access it. And this will list all of the requirements for your major. So as you can see, this is just a sample one, an example that we had, but it will list the core course requirements, the major requirements, everything that you need, and it will be broken down so you can see. This is the Wright State core, the general education that we talked about. And then scrolling down, this will now list classes in the major. So it will break down for you everything that you need. So we just wanted to touch on what general education core classes are, what major classes are, and then your degree audit. You don't need to have all of that have it all memorized right now. We just wanted to lay that foundation for you. Okay?
This document takes academic advisors a little bit of time when they're new to get used to reading. It can be confusing and a little bit overwhelming, and it doesn't tell you what order to take your classes in. So I keep using nursing as an example because it's the biggest major in the college that I work in. And so in the first semester, nursing majors have very specific classes that they have to take. The students don't have choices. You have to get into a psychology class, an anatomy class, a biology class. And the 3 academic advisors I have know which classes that you need to get into. Amanda was talking about the core general education courses. I'm going to use math as an example. Nursing majors don't have a choice. They have to take statistics. So even though there was a long list of classes that are approved to satisfy the math portion of the general education, for nursing, it's statistics. If anyone in here was a teacher education major, there are specific math classes for those majors. That's the other one that I know the best. But there are other majors where you, the student, get to choose which class you want. Everyone's going to get to choose, at least in my college, everyone gets to choose whichever fine art you want to take. None of our majors have a compulsory fine art. You have to take a fine art, but you get to pick something like music appreciation or art appreciation or philosophy. So the degree audit, again, your advisors, we're here to help you read that, okay? And we're also going to help give you an academic map that puts this crazy looking document into a chronological order for what you take each semester.
Along with anyone in here who's maybe engineering or computer science, they will also have compulsory math courses designated out. So you'll learn a lot more about this over your next 4 years. We just wanted to lay a foundation for you as you schedule your classes. So let's move on to the next one. And Bill, you are next.
All right, schedules. How many of you have seen your academic schedule for this semester already? A few? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Raise
good.
it up. Good.
Right. So one of the things that can cause the greatest amount of confusion, there's a lot on here that I think is pretty self-explanatory. The name of the course tells you, that's the title of the course. All the courses are identified by an academic prefix and a course number. So the first one listed up there is an accounting course, ACC 2020. We've got how many credit hours the course is, the campus, main campus, that's if is L for Lake.
Yep.
Nobody here wants to have to drive north to Salina, so everybody should have an M in that column on their classes. The days that the course are offered are the ones that can cause a little bit of confusion, and this happens to students no matter where they come from. So it's identified by one letter for each day of the week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, MWF. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's the Tuesday, Thursday that sometimes trips some people up. So if it's TR on the schedule, that class meets on Tuesday and Thursday. We use R for Thursday because 2 T's on your schedule would get a little confusing, especially if the class only met 1 day a week. We do have classes that only meet 1 day a week. So if there's just a T on your schedule, that's what day? Tuesday. If there's just an R, Thursday.
Yeah.
TR, Tuesday and Thursday. Because we'll have students see TR and they think that that's just Thursday and they don't go to class on Tuesday. Then you've missed some assignments, you've missed some work. So if you have any question about what days your course classes meet, ask your advisor. Stop into an advising center and whoever's at the front desk can answer that question. You don't actually need to see with an academic advisor. We have assistants and student workers who can answer questions like that too, that you don't have to have an appointment for. The names of the professors are listed on your schedule. You can look them up in the people find on the website directory. And email them even before class starts if you had a question about something. If you have an online class, the 4th and 5th lines on here are examples of classes that are fully online with no set meeting time that we call asynchronous. So that is going to be in a system called Pilot. When you log into Wings, it's the second big green box down on a normal computer web screen. It's the second box down on the right. It says Pilot. And that's where you will access any and all online course information. The faculty, if you're already enrolled in classes, you may not see anything there yet because the faculty has to turn the class on. So they may not flip the switch online so that you can see it until Monday morning on the 13th. So if you can't see your classes online over the weekend, don't freak out. That's okay, that's normal. Because you'll be able to see it on Monday, okay? Anything else on the schedule?
No, the biggest thing this was just a sample one, an example one. We just wanted to show you, this student does have class every single day of the week. So you can see that they have class Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Tuesday, Thursday. Sometimes students, especially if they have a math or a science course, It will be very likely that they will have class at least 4 days a week, and in some instances, 5 days a week. We did not want anyone to be alarmed or concerned if they thought, oh, I thought my classes would only be 2 days a week. Our sciences, you'll have a lecture, and then there's a lab component as well. So oftentimes, maybe the lecture is Monday, Wednesday, Friday for a biology course, and then maybe the lab is Thursday. So that's 4 days a week right there. We just wanted to highlight of what could be a sample one, just so you kind of know what to anticipate when you get your schedule. Cool. Okay, we've got about 5 minutes left, so we're going to keep moving along. Some things we wanted to highlight to you just to kind of set the stage about academic advising appointments and how you can connect with your advisor. During the days before, like tomorrow and Friday, and then through next week, we will be having walk-in academic advising. That's where you just kind of go into the advising office and say, I need to talk to an advisor, and then they can help you. After that first week of the semester, we will be conducting academic advising through appointments. And here in a second, I will show you how you can schedule an academic advising appointment. So we just wanted to explain that right before the term and the first week of the semester, it's a little bit of a different process just because we're trying to get everybody seen as quickly as possible and get everyone in their classes. And then after that first week of the semester, if you want to talk to your advisor, you'll just schedule an appointment. So you can either contact them with the contact information we had on the very first slide that you all took a picture of, or you can do it online, and I can show you how to do that. Secondly, I wanted to highlight, oftentimes students will ask us, I want to work on campus. How do I work on campus? Like that's usually, within the first or second appointment, they ask us how to do that. So we wanted to highlight, if you would like to work on campus, you want to contact the Human Resources Office and ask about student employment. So I'm going to show you that website as well. It's going to look like this: job postings and student eligibility. So if you just go to the website, you can type in student employment in the search bar, and that will take you to this web page, and then it's going to probably have more information than you want to know. But if you scroll all down, they talk about I-9 verifications. They talk about things that you need to have in order to be eligible for employment. But oftentimes, especially once a student goes through, UCIE orientation, they'll say, how do I get a job on campus? This is the route to take. And then lastly, if you are on our homepage for academic advising, this button right here, academic advising appointment. You click that button, that will take you to how you can register or schedule an appointment, okay? Again, that's after the first week, then you can schedule an appointment. Any other time, you can just walk in.
Yeah.
Okay?
If for some reason you experience technical difficulties with that button online, simply go to your advising center and ask the front desk, can you help me schedule an appointment with my academic advisor? And they will absolutely do that for you. So
fantastic. Okay, we have about 2 minutes left. Bill's going to talk to you about anything with major changes.
Yeah, so if any of you have arrived here and decided, you know what, I'm a biological science major, that was what was on my paperwork, but I want to do nursing. That's the example I'm just going to keep using. Come to 140 Millette Hall if you want to switch to nursing. But as Amanda said, if you wanted to switch to engineering, you would go to engineering and computer sciences for walk-ins tomorrow. Every advising center is doing walk-ins from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. starting tomorrow. My office is the one office that starts at 9 a.m. Because nursing is such a big major. We have slightly expanded hours because we've had a lot of students who like to do that major. So if anybody's thinking of that, just come to a walk-in tomorrow. You'll meet with an advisor. They'll help you get your schedule either fixed or created for the first time. And then they will show you there is an online form to request an official major change. Anybody who wants to change majors, we need you to fill out that form because it does two things. It allows the advising center to change your major officially with your permission through the form. And it also lets UCIE know that you are changing your major so that your I-20 can get updated and any other paperwork that they need.
Just a show of hands, how many people
Does
are
anyone?
maybe thinking of changing their major.
Okay.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
you don't have to feel bad about just go ahead. That just helps us be prepared.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe like 5, 6, 10.
Yeah. Okay.
That just helps us. Like if the whole room had raised their hand,
I would pass out if you all raised your hand.
Okay, everyone's changing, but maybe like 10. Okay, that helps us tremendously.
Yeah, I changed my major 4 times before I got my degree, so don't feel bad about it. Like, I might want to change. That's okay.
Yes. Yeah, and it may be that after you take a couple classes, you decide something else is a better fit. There's definitely nothing to feel bad about. We just want to make sure we're prepared.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you all so much. This wraps up our time, but the best thing that we could ask is that you take a picture of this slide up here so you have all your contact information, and then we will be sure to get you to the right team.
Yeah. I think you all stay here and